Hey everybody, it's your girl Angie. Welcome back to Kiss My Cheeks TV. Let's jump right into this last episode of the challenge. This was a really good episode. It didn't give me the excitement and the outcome that I wanted. I feel like LeRoy played it one step too scared. Like, I was here for it. I was ready to see something different, and then it went, oh, Fessy versus Kyle. Oh, in a hall brawl. Okay. Like, that's how it went for me. But let's get into the episode. Not too, like, the cast is small. Not a lot of dramatics. I rolled my eyes a couple of times, but the first thing that I really love to see is Black love, especially Black love on the challenge. We hardly ever get to see it. I just really loved I just love the way Cam and LeRoy look at each other. You can tell it's very much the honeymoon stage still, and it's just very special to see. I want Cam and LeRoy to go the distance. I want to see a wedding special. I want to see a baby special. I ain't rushing your timeline. I will give you all you young people time to do it in your own schedule. I don't want to see Cam and LeRoy break up. I really like them together as a couple. I wish it wasn't LeRoy's last season. I know that's his choice. I would just love to see them doing more seasons together. LeRoy, for this to be your last season, I feel like you made a mistake tonight, but let's get into it. So, woo. Crazy. TJ come in the house and tell everybody to get up. Okay, it's time to get up. I don't know what y'all gonna do. One half of the team come with me. The rest of y'all go back to sleep. For whatever reason, I think Fessy started the mindset of, well, if we got to go compete, I ain't about to let Amber go compete. I'm going. So I understand why all the guys went like, if we all going to compete, it might as well be all the guys, because nobody wants to send their girl in against the guy. That's going to be an unfair balance. But I wish one team would have flipped it just so we could see. I think if it would have been one guy running that 5 miles, they would have won it easy. But I'm happy it was all guys versus all girls. And I'm happy the girls are the ones who had to run. Whew, I would have been tired of Fessy and his mouth thinking he the best. I really wish the guys would have did it so we could see if Fessy would have came in first. Here nor there. So the guys are locked up in a, an iced out, frozen over volcano. I don't know. I would have took my ass down there. That little bitty ass elevator, I would have been like a no ma'am. A no ma'am. But anyway, they locked up down in the volcano. The girls have to do a 5 mile, a little mini challenge. That ain't really a mini challenge. That's like a half of a mini challenge. A little 5 mile run, 2 puzzles, 2 third grade math questions. I was sitting up there like bam, bam, bam. Multiplication. It wasn't even division. I can understand division. You need a piece of paper to carry your ones and the twos. This is multiplication. One set. It wasn't like it was 957 times 82. It was like 957 times 6. I am a numbers girl. Accounting is what I do. So those math, I'm telling you, I would have won that shit. That would have been me. Now the run, everybody would have caught up with me on the run. But the math, I would have been out of there. But anyway, they run it. Everybody, I mean, when it came to the run, especially checkpoint 1, everyone got there bam, 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 bam. It wasn't like someone was a mile ahead of anyone. I believe even Amber B got there first. So at least she has the endurance for a first checkpoint. We don't know about that whole 5 miles because Lord, Amber B couldn't get past the multiplication. KC ass barely got past. I mean, KC. Nani barely got, like, Cam got up there, click, 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 and she was gone. So Cam, me and her on the numbers. Yeah, Nani was in second, but how far second? It wasn't like she was like, ooh, bam, 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 and she was right behind Cam. She was at least a good 5-10 minutes behind Cam, and KC was a good 5 minutes behind Nani. Amber B never made it past the first multiplication table. Now, I did listen to Devin. I listened to the after show, and I did tweet some disrespectful things. That's before I heard her excuse. Amber B says that she's dyslexic and she sees her numbers backwards. So she has to write it down in order to keep up. I get it, girl. I don't know what it's like to be dyslexic. So I don't know how challenging that is. But I feel like the lock is your answer key. Like if you have 5 times 6, like if it's 956, and you know the first thing you do is the 5 and the 6, that's 30. You lock in the 0 as your 4th number and you move on. You lock in your numbers. Like that lock is your piece of paper. You lock in your numbers as you're going through the multiplication. It did not seem hard to me at all. Like I could have sent my niece who's in the 2nd grade up there and she could have clicked that, click, 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 click. She know her times tables. But I apologize for my tweet because I was like, instead of Amber B crying, she needs to be over there with her flashcards. You know them. You know them timetable flashcards where you just look at it like 9 times 9, 81. And you got to just memorize it and know when you see it. We all had those back in the day. I don't even know if kids do that anymore because everything is so electronic. But back in the day, we had to know them flashcards with them timetables. But moving on. So like I said, Cam and Corey were first. In the after show, Cam and Corey said when they were running back to the beginning to solve their puzzle, Amber B was still at checkpoint 1. I felt like it should have been a time. Like after 15 minutes, let the girl run on. It's usually a time any other time. Like let her move on after 15 minutes. Give her her keys and let her move at least. Fessy was in that volcano fuming. And I'm going to get on Fessy in a second, but let's get over this challenge because I thought it was a good challenge. Amber B, we really don't know what kind of endurance you have because you didn't make it past that first checkpoint. But moving on. Corey and Cam first. Nani came to rescue Kyle second. KC came to get LeRoy. And then at the end of the day, we just see... I'm sure production just said, come on, just bring gas. Come on. Production rescued Fessy and him and Amber B walked on to the end. Moving on to the house. They know it's a guy's elimination. Somebody has to get voted in. So LeRoy just doesn't want it to be him. And so Corey and Cam feel like we won this to save LeRoy. No matter what, it's going to be Fessy and Kyle. Now, the Big Brother Alliance got together and said, look, why don't we just nominate LeRoy? That way Cam has to throw in Kyle and to save me. I don't know who came up with all these different theories, but a lot of different theories came out. At one point, Amber B was crying and I hit the fast forward, and that's when I tweeted my shady tweet. But I take it back after I found out she was dyslexic. You know, dyslexic. So that was the first plan. The Big Brother Alliance, they're trying to convince KC to vote in LeRoy to save Fessy. I believe KC kind of spun it to him like, why ruffle Cam's feathers or ruffle feathers? Let me just get Fessy to want to be the house vote. So if Fessy is the house vote, like, you can just choose me. You've been wanting to be my partner this whole time. Just choose me and go in there and do what you got to do. You the best, right? You could beat anybody, right? You the new CT, right? So they pumping Fessy head up. The next idea that I was here for this idea. CT, LeRoy, and Kyle and Nani were sitting around and they said, we're going to vote in Fessy. And as long as you vote in Fessy for the house vote, then Cam is going to say she want to go down there on the floor. And since Cam and Corey can't decide who to put in, TJ just going to ask them to come down there. So it's going to be Corey versus Fessy. Now, we don't know if that would have been, because we never seen a tie. I wish we could have at least seen a tie once this season so we could see what it would be. I feel like that's what it would be, because if they can't decide, that's what it was with Zach and Amanda. Y'all can't decide, bring your ass. And then it would have been Corey's ass. I would have liked to see that. One, Corey could have got revenge for Nelson. And two, LeRoy has been playing this whole game. Well, let's get to it. At the end of the day, so that was the scheme I was rooting for. So at the end of the day, we get to the house talk, whatever, they on the couch. Fessy has a letter. He wrote a note. He had to read a whole essay about what the challenge means to him, what everyone in the house means to him, and how he's the best, and how he's had the worst time in the challenge because all of his partners have sucked this whole challenge. He's the only male that's ever been stolen. Everybody wants me, but only the girls who suck want me for a partner. So I feel like I should be the house vote so I can go in there and win this and pick my own partner. I would have cut his ass off. I would have cut his ass off after the first 3 sentences. I would have like, save the bullshit. Okay, house vote, Fessy. Bam. We ain't got to hear this essay. Whew. I'm at the production. The editors made us listen to all that shit. Anyway, Fessy is the house vote. So now Kyle is worried because he and Cam shook on it. Like, if I vote for Fessy, you throwing Corey in no matter what, right? Like, even if Fessy want to go in, you putting in Corey no matter what. They shook hands. But now Cam is having a change of heart because she found out Corey put in work to convince Fessy to go into the crater and save her boo, LeRoy. I feel like, let's just jump right to it. So at the end of the day, Cam took her word back. They put in Kyle. Production is full of shit. I'm telling you, a hall brawl for Fessy. They couldn't do that thing swinging on the monkey bars, putting together a puzzle. They couldn't pull down the medicine balls and throw them through the wall. Like, you couldn't give Kyle a fair chance against Fessy. You want the D1 football player who's at least 50 to 60 pounds heavier than Kyle to do a hall brawl. I guess. I mean, you got to do what the luck of the draw. I don't know, but I felt like production set that up for Fessy to have a hall brawl, and so he could run this with KC. I don't want Fessy and KC to win because, oh, next season will be a nightmare. Next season will be a nightmare if they win. They will just think they are the SHIT, all capitalized. They already think it now. It'll just be worse. It'll just be worse. Let me tell you why I think LeRoy messed up. LeRoy messed up because he allowed Fessy to go into a competition. As soon as I saw it was a hall brawl, I would have told Cam, Corey. Put in Corey. He's going down there. I would not allow, I would have never, I don't care what it was. I would have always told Cam to put in Corey because you know Fessy is coming for your partner. So if at least Fessy steals KC from you and Corey is out, now you can pick your girlfriend Cam. But since, Cam heart didn't want to hurt Corey, but y'all ain't mind hurting Darrell. Y'all ain't mind throwing Anissa under a bus. Oh, but I don't want to hurt Corey. He convinced. Why do you give a damn, Leroy? This is your last season. You not coming back. Who cares if you hurt Corey? It ain't no get back when you not coming back. I would have threw Corey in there because at the end of the day, even if Corey would have won and kept Cam, I'm still keeping KC and Fessy is gone. Leroy, you not a spring chicken either. You should have got rid of at least a Corey or a Fessy in the final. You should have wanted to run the final against Kyle if everybody think they can beat him. But I don't really think Kyle is an easy win in the final. Like, he beat Corey and Fessy last season. Yeah, it was in the snow, but he still beat him. Who cares? Snow, sand, dirt, pavement. He beat them. So I wouldn't want to be partners with Nany. Yeah, Nany ran. Let's break it down. Let's break it down. Because I said Leroy was more worried about having to go into the crater that he forgot about the partner he would get out of it. Like, you throwing in the guy who you know is going to steal your partner, and now you stuck with Nany, who don't never win shit, or Amber B, who hasn't proven herself. Like, we don't know what she can do, but she damn sure can't do no math. But moving on, Cam still has Corey. To me, they're the top team. Going into the final, Cam and Corey are the top team. Cam got the puzzles. Corey got the speed. I feel like Cam has the endurance. So she can't go full speed with Corey, but she can get Corey there. And then once they get there, I expect Cam to be able to handle any puzzle on the table. Now, when it comes to eating, Cam is a little bit bougie when it comes to them eating challenges. She don't want to just eat anything, but I feel like for $1 million, she might lose some of the bouginess. Up next, I feel like CT and Amber B have the second best chance at this final. Why I say CT and Amber B? CT has the puzzles. CT can eat. CT gonna make Amber B eat. CT is going to push his partner without the anger. Like, Fessy is gonna at his partner, where CT is gonna but he's going to push in a more cheering coach way than a like, man, you ain't shit. I done had the worst partner. I mean, CT did do that with Big T, but Big T deserved it if you ask me, but we ain't going backwards. We ain't going backwards. So I give CT and Amber B the second best because I feel like Amber B can go the distance. I think she's athletic enough to keep up with CT, and I think CT got the puzzles. Third, Fessy and KC. Fessy and KC got the endurance down. I don't know. KC can't help with the puzzles. KC can't help with no math. She can't help with no puzzles. Anything intellectual, like KC might can eat. I don't know. She can eat because she ate that stuff with Leroy. But the mental part, KC was dead last season when she had to do, no. So Fessy, I know you say you good at puzzles, but we shall see. Like, you're going to have to put that whole load on your back because you wanted KC. I personally wouldn't want KC as a partner in the final because she's not well-rounded. She's not well-rounded. Like, girl, work on the puzzle games on your cell phone in the off-season. Fourth place, to me, is Leroy and Nany. Nany never wins anything. Yeah, she might can hang in the endurance. Nany is definitely bougie when it comes to eating stuff. So when you get to the eating challenge, she gonna slow you down. And yeah, Nany got her multiplication tables, But she only beat KC, who was dumb. And then she beat the dyslexic girl. So, like I said, she was still 10 minutes behind Cam. It wasn't like she got it. Like, she was still way behind Cam before she got it. LeRoy is not a puzzle master. So LeRoy, I would have finessed it to where Corey went in so I can at least have the mental puzzle master girlfriend as my partner. And y'all could have went back to Houston with a cool million. I felt like if it would have been LeRoy and Cam partnered on the final cool million, they taking it home. They taking it home because that's a fully stacked team. You got the puzzle and you got the endurance in both. But now you stuck with somebody who can't help you on no puzzle. Neither one of y'all can help each other. You're going to yell at her during the eating because Nani is very bougie during the eating. And she's not I guess she could run. I guess she could run with you, LeRoy. But we shall see. Like, I wouldn't put all my faith in Nani. Like, this is the opportunity where you all should have kept a Teresa. Some of you men should have took Lolo. Like, this is the time where some of y'all gonna look back and regret voting out all the strong women because your girlfriend's scared. Like, if the end game wasn't to snatch your girlfriend for yourself, why get rid of all the strong women? Especially when Cam has already said multiple times, I'd rather LeRoy win than I win because this is last season and I want him to go out as a champion. If that was your goal all season, why ice out Lolo? You should have told LeRoy, keep Lolo in it so at least in the end game, you might need her as a partner. Why ice out Teresa? Like, I don't understand it. Why would you want all these weak-ass women to potentially be a partner for your man when your goal is for your man to win at the end? It just doesn't make sense. And it's going to hurt my heart. It's going to hurt. Like, I still feel like Cam and Corey are my favorite to win. But if Cam and Corey or LeRoy and Nani don't pull this out, I feel like all the masterful moves you all made all season was for nothing. It was for nothing. And you still can't count production out because CT is my only hope. I still have Nani as a goal skull because, you know, my goal skull person in Kyle left. But my only hope for CT is that production helps him. Because you know they love to keep time behind the scenes and we don't get to see the clock. But anyway, that's my review. I'm so happy the final is next week. I can't wait to get it started. 2 people gonna go home in the middle of the final. I feel like for the girls, it's either gonna be Amber B or Nani. But for the boys, I don't know who. Because I feel like you all are equal. Like, and it looked like they gotta do that color thing where you match the color ribbons up. The very first challenge that Anissa won. So anybody could win that. Whoever can remember their colors in a row the fastest. Anyway, that's it. Get in the comments. Let me know what you think. It was a good episode. I'm mad at LeRoy for not just throwing Corey in there. To me, if you're going to go out with a bang, your last season, you done already screwed everybody else over. You have no real allegiance to Corey. Remember, Corey is the young boys, the homeboys, whatever their team is. Y'all been against the homeboys for the longest, ever since he was coming for your best friend, Bananas. So you have no real allegiance to Corey. Like, I would have threw Corey in there and be like, and then after you won your million and you announced this my last season, I had to play a dirty game. I wanted to win my very last season. I'm retiring. Corey would have forgave you because Corey coming back for at least 5 to 10 more of these. You know, he a young boy. Corey will be back. But this move you just made, LeRoy, you might have just gave Corey $500,000. Anyway, let's go ahead and like, comment, share right here. Go ahead and subscribe. I'm going to go out there and look for the All-Star. I was busy yesterday. I just watched this yesterday. I didn't watch All-Stars. So once I watch the All-Stars, I'll try to have that up for you all tomorrow. But go ahead and hit subscribe because I will be doing All-Stars. And hopefully the next season will be ready to drop soon. Like, we shall see. But like, comment, share. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.